Shout out to James for posting this on Twitter, but let's talk about it. So, Jamarr Chase spoke to the team. I believe this was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday he spoke to the team. And he gave a very blunt message. He says that they need to play with anger. They need to play with passion. They really just need the team to actually start wanting to win, And he said the same thing about the whole game versus Denver. About it felt like we didn't want it enough. And obviously they wanted it way more. And at the end of the day, listen, Jamarr Chase can't throw the ball to himself, right? He needs a quarterback out there that can throw him the ball. He needs a quarterback that can throw the ball because the offensive line blocks long enough. And he needs a good enough play called by Zack Taylor for it to be successful. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you're going to see this happen, where teams come together and their team captains have to stand up, the leaders have to stand up, and try to rally the team as best as possible. It's going to be difficult because, again, this is one of those things where I don't know if the offensive line is good enough, to a certain degree to even be able to, even if they wanted to. Because here's the thing, right? I don't believe anybody on our team doesn't want to be successful. I don't believe anyone on our team doesn't want to win. I think everybody wants to win on our team. I think everyone wants to be successful. Everyone wants to be the best of the best. Everyone wants to do everything they can to help us win a game. Problem is, Orlando Brown Jr. is just not good. He hasn't been good since he joined our team, and he's been falling apart ever since. Dalton obviously had the injury. He gets replaced with Jalen Rivers. Jalen Rivers doesn't look that great. Now, he's not as bad as PFF grades make it out to be. As I look more and more into his play, he's actually not horrendous, but still, he's not that good. And he's definitely getting beat on certain plays. Amarius Mims is not having the best season of all time. Fairchild's a rookie. Teddy K sometimes get beat. And it's not a... If this was like last year where, Joseph Asai came out and said after week 1, the defense gave up on the team all the way up to week 13, then you could sit there and say, okay, yeah, this is something where we need to see the team captains kind of stand up and, make some noise and talk and give their viewpoints. But this isn't really that situation. This isn't a situation where we're seeing people give up on the team. We're seeing players that simply just, they might not be that good. And it sucks because these guys, I think they can be good. I think they need time to develop and they need to get better and better. But when you have such a negative situation going on, it's hard to do that. I will say, though, that, again, it's such a lengthy issue, right? Again, like I said, it's a coach issue, it's a line issue, it's a quarterback issue, and even if, again, the guys is 100% ready to go, I don't know. I mean, against the Lions, that's just a crapshoot. Lions are a way better team than us, 100%, and we're not at a point where I figure the Lions is a winnable game. Now, I think the Packers could be a winnable game. Same concept with the Jets. Same concept with the Bears, the Patriots, the Steelers, either of the 2 times. Dolphins, Cardinals. I think these are winnable games, but I don't think this Lions game is that game. Now, if you watch last week's Broncos game, we did give up, right? And I guess you could say, well, from a team captain point of view, his job now is to try to make sure they don't give up. But the fact is, you're down in that game. Your offense is punting the ball more than any other team in football. We're punting the ball every single drive. Punt, 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 punt. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Your defense is on the field more than anything. I don't care what team you are, who the team you are, whatever. You're eventually going to give up. It doesn't matter. It's impossible as a defense to go out there every single play and just go, okay, we know that our offense is going to go 3 and out. We're going to be out here for 10, 11, 12 minutes of the game. We got to go back out there. Go back out there. Eventually, you're just going to give up, right? Eventually, you're going to get tired. Eventually, you're going to get fed up. And this is how locker rooms get divided. We saw it with the Ravens in 2000 when, the offense just sucked. And they had one of the greatest defenses of all time. But the same concept applies. Their offense sucked. And because their offense sucked, their defense, which was amazing, it was a divided locker room. You had people arguing with each other, people fighting each other, because it's this mentality of, hey, if I'm going to play defense, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play top of the game, right? And I'm going to play the best defense possible. And then you allow a 60-yard, if you go 3 and out every single time, there's going to be that animosity. Like, hey, you got to do your job too. Like, I'm doing my job. We need you guys to do your job too. And it creates this divide in the locker room where you're not one team. Now you're a really good defense versus a really bad offense. And now your defense feels like, okay, we have to overcome our opponent we play, maybe the referees as well, and then we have to overcome our offense. And that's not fun, right? That's not fun. So it's that mentality, man. I'm happy Chase talked to the team, but I don't really know the scenario of how much that's going to help. I'm at a point where I think the team captains need to come together and just vote Zack Taylor out. But I don't think they can do that. So, it's a mess, man. It's really a mess, but it is what it is. 7 unbelievable thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one. Peace.